Hey, it is day 28 or 29. I'm not exactly sure right now. But one of the things I kind of want to address, I guess, tonight was along the lines of kind of something I've experienced the last, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks. And just in general, I guess, nothing completely new. And we all go through these kind of episodes where sometimes we kind of feel sorry for ourselves, or we kind of what I call like a pity party, essentially, at the end of the day, in terms of how we feel about X, Y, or Z going on in our lives. And honestly, like, it's crazy how you can get into that sometimes, where you focus on only what is wrong in your life and how it's affecting you and what is it that you need, type of thing. And when you get into that mode, your focus is strictly on you and what you need, and what you, more importantly, what you're lacking, essentially, at that point. So that's where those lower level emotions start to kind of take a toll on you in terms of energy and your focus, your attention, your fire behind what it is that you do. And I think when you go through that, you start to realize how much that affects you. And one trick I've kind of learned, because I don't care who you are, and if you say you don't deal with that, you're lying. But my big thing is this, is that the only way you feel better about your current circumstance is by not focusing on you. When you're consumed with you, all you see is what you don't have. That's how our minds work and how they're designed. And the best trick of the matter is to look to serve other people. Look to find some way where you create value in somebody else's life in some capacity, whether it's a simple thank you note, it's helping them deal with something that they may have a challenge with. It's just reaching out, not because you have to, but because you want to. And you start focusing, how can you be value to somebody else? How can you help somebody else get what they need? Because ultimately, the ironic thing is you get what it is that you need. You start to feel better about who you are, not about what you're lacking. And I think, especially in times like the last month or so here, everybody gets in survival mode to some degree, because all of a sudden what your current existence is threatened in some fashion. And because of that, our focus shifts strictly back to us. When it goes to us, again, that sense of lack comes in. When lack gets there, fear falls into place, anxiety falls into place, anger of what you don't have falls into place. Now all of a sudden, again, how you shift that is you've got to intentionally start to look at other people. How can you be an asset? How can you be of value to someone else? The most simple things are the place to start. Then beyond that, like I said, how do you serve in a greater capacity? That's also how you figure out, like I said, in circumstances like this, how do you create more value in what it is that you do? And when you do that, now all of a sudden you reap the rewards, not just now, you're planting seeds now, you reap the rewards down the road on something like that. So again, if you're kind of having one of those pity parties, recognize it, acknowledge it, forgive yourself for the fact that you're dealing with it, because it's part of the deal, unfortunately. And more importantly, now shift that focus. How do you serve somebody outside of you? So get to work.